it controversial to talk about people? Is it really? Is it? Oh.
Thing up and make sense soon. Make a band-aid and put it over the wound.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. If you're new to my channel, you do not know who I am. My name is Gade Philip, or Gade for short. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the ting. Today, I'm going to be talking about a back and forth that happened on the nets of the nets, TikTok specifically, in the last 24 hours. Paigey, Cakey, and Tennessee are going at it. And I actually was going to come on here and be a little bit biased, but I actually can't. But we're going to get into that. For those of you that do not know who Tennessee is, she is a social media personality, influencer, and model. And she's gone on to being more of a personality of late. She features on a podcast. I don't even spill the juice or whatever it is. I don't even know what it's called. She's gone on to being on a podcast, and she's been a bit more vocal than you would expect. She also dated Digga D a few years back. Paigey Cakey is a social media personality and female rapper and influencer. Tennessee decided to come on the net and do a story time. Now, if you follow her on TikTok or if you've seen her on your For You page before, then you would know she regularly does story times or situations that may have happened in the past. However, this particular story time happened quite recently. It was a story time about an encounter that she had on the podcast she features on with a special guest. In her TikTok, she didn't mention anybody's name. However, everybody kind of assumed that it was Paigey Cakey, as it was a female gay couple, and it was also a recent episode that they were filming for. And in the video, she goes on to detail that this female guest was giving her the googly eyes, giving her that eye, like being very flirtatious while her partner was sitting next to her. And she goes on to say how can you be in a relationship, your girl is right there and you're looking at me like that, like basically getting together, like that's what she was saying. As you know, the blogs picked it up. Everyone was reposting. Everyone was doing what they do. It reached around to Paigey Cakey. I wasn't even expecting a response from Paigey Cakey because I think she's quite chill, you know. Believe it or not, she's quite chill. It's very far and few in between when like certain people get into controversy, but she doesn't do story times, talking about people. She doesn't do that type of stuff. So is it controversial to talk about people? Is it really? Is it? Oh, it's a tricky topic, but like I do, and y'all call me controversial, but whatever. Paigey Cakey responded, and her response was savage. She basically said, "Don't call out my blood clot name. I'm not your mate. Nobody was checking for you like that, and respect my relationship," basically. And do you know what? I was going to be biased in a sense where I was going to say like, rah, I fuck with Paigey Cakey. Like, why would you do something like that? Like, she's in a whole relationship. I was going to give all that whole spiel. But if I'm being realistic with myself, I can't look at Tennessee side-eyed in the sense where, like, how is she talking about someone on the net and it's messy, whatever. Because I do it myself. I sit on the internet and I discuss things that ain't got nothing to do with me. I do story times about people. Like, I do it all. So I can't be a hypocrite and say, oh, why is she doing that? But I feel like the UK is so small. Two, she was talking about a recent encounter. Like, it was very obvious. So whether she mentioned the person's name or not, I think a response or retaliation was bound to happen, especially when it's kind of challenging or questioning somebody's relationship. I think every scenario is about perception or how you perceive something. I believe that the mind sometimes plays tricks on you, and you could think a scenario is what it is or is what it ain't. Who knows what really happened? I guess partially this is also promo, so people can go watch the episode and look to see if Paigey Cakey was actually giving her the eye. Who knows if that was the angle that she was taking when she decided to make this video. In regards to Paigey Cakey's response, I personally would do the exact same thing. If you're going to come on the internet to try and shame, like not to try and expose me about an encounter you believe we had discreetly without any kind of verbal confirmation. Like like a video like this, you could sabotage somebody's whole relationship. Let's say her partner isn't secure in their relationship, or they had doubts, or they're having trouble at the moment, and then something like this happens. Like, you don't know what you're doing to a couple. So I understand her going online and wanting to like defend her love. And if you go on her page, you see like they're always together. They post pictures together. They're very intertwined with one another on their platforms. It's a hard one, you know. It's a hard one because, trust me, I would never want somebody to come online and try and dissect my relationship. And that's another thing that I kind of have an issue with when it comes to having a public relationship and being around people and all that messy shit. Because I'm not here for it. Because I'll lick somebody down. Sorry. But to close the video, Paigey Cakey basically said, like, when you see me, keep the same energy, because there was none of this kind of energy when we were filming. Like, you're not that girl, you're pretty, but you're not that pretty, relax. Like, not everything is about you, babe. Calm down. That's basically what she's saying. And I'm not gonna lie, I'd say the same blood clot thing. Sorry. And I'm not even trying to be biased, but it's true though. So it's a bit different. If it was, I went to an event and so-and-so was rude to me, cool, but I went to an event and your man was looking at me. That's a whole different level, you know? What? But I want you guys to comment down below and tell me your thoughts. As I already mentioned, I can't be mad at Tennessee for doing a story time or whatever, but we all have to remember the UK is very small, but the black creator community is very small, especially the black podcast kind of industry. It's just so small. So you can it's so small, so you can kind of piece together who people are talking about without giving hardly any clues. Do you get what I mean? But I want you guys to comment down below your thoughts. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And also comment, like, what would you do in a situation like this? And obviously, I've seen comments where people are saying, like, don't lie. Like, you know what Tennessee's talking about when she says, like, oh, so-and-so was looking at her in some type of way. Da, 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 da. Like, I've seen all of that. I'm aware. And I understand. But I've said what I said, and I want you guys to comment down below your thoughts. That was all for this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video.